of all, give us a little resume of how qualifying went.
Okay, yeah, not too bad. It was looking okay, looking good actually after Q2, but then yeah, Q3 run 1 wasn't great in terms of driving. A couple of places to improve, and also this track is a bit like Monza, you get the slipstream here, and then run 2 obviously with Bottas, we couldn't do a lap, so it was okay. P5, we're in the mix, and yeah, we'll be trying to hunt down them Mercedes with Bottas.
Hunt down the Mercedes. Now, your teammate's starting on the medium tyre, but you're going to be on the soft tyre. Given these hotter conditions today, how do you think is that going to play out? It's going to be harder for you?
Yeah, I think
given these hotter
yeah,
conditions
in the
today,
end, obviously with the soft tyre at the beginning of the race, we will have the early pace advantage. I think but then most probably there will be a turning point there where Max will
Hard's ahead.
the race and the others around him. It is his advantage.
Alex Albon is one to watch now at the restart, isn't he?
He absolutely is.
Hard's ahead.
But yeah, I think more or less everyone will have
Alex Albon is one to watch now at the restart. Hard's ahead. Alex Albon is one to watch now at the restart, isn't he?
It's more about trying to find a clear gap.
Alex Albon is one to watch now at the restart. Hard's ahead. Alex Albon is one to watch now at the restart, isn't he?
It's more about trying to find a clear gap.
joining us.
Alex Albon is one to watch now at the restart. Hard's ahead. Alex Albon is one to watch now at the restart, isn't he?
For a motor race, but let's talk about yesterday first. P3,
Alex Albon is one to watch
quite
now
a
at the
big
restart.
gap.
Hard's ahead. Alex Albon is one to watch now at the restart, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about yesterday first. Well, what can you do about it today? You're on a different tyre strategy. I suppose you had to roll the dice.
Yeah, well, I mean, I felt more comfortable on that tyre. It's going to be warmer today, so I just hope that will work for us. It's always difficult to say now. Yeah, we're confident now. It's going to be warmer. Yeah, we can do a good job. If it's enough to beat them, I don't know. But we'll definitely try as hard as we can.
Now, in terms of overtaking places here, because you did a lot of that at this race last year. Turn 3, is that the best one?
It depends on what tyre you are.
Overtaking places here, because you did a lot
How
of
far in
that
the
at
race
this
you
race
are, so
last year.
I don't know. Turn 3 is a nice one, but it can also be turn 4. If the guy makes a mistake out of the last corner, it can be turn 1 as well. So,
All right, now the final thoughts from you. We're behind closed doors, there's no crowd. I think your orange army is probably watching this. A few words in your own language, please. Down the barrel, what do you got to say? We're behind closed doors.
ja, natuurlijk jammer dat jullie er niet bij kunnen zijn. Maar ik hoop natuurlijk dat we een mooie, spannende race van kunnen maken. Dat iedereen er naar zijn zin heeft. Ja, natuurlijk jammer dat jullie er niet bij kunnen zijn.
So that is Max Verstappen, the pit stop practice. Let's head down here. It's about to take place there. We're going to go up to the world champions now, to Mercedes. As you can see, just ahead of us, we've got the FIA technical guys. Just taking a look at what's going on down at Ferrari. All of the grid trolleys being prepared now. It's a really tense time. Just 2 hours from now, the 2020 World Championship is going to be underway. It's all looking very different, and as you can see, it's actually quite difficult to breathe through these face masks. You can sort of see it going in and out. But anyway, there we go. Let's join the world champion now, Lewis Hamilton. Great to see you. So this is season 14 for you. You're embarking. It's the start of the championship.
Thanks.
You look as young as ever, but just tell us about your motivation coming into this one.
Well, the great thing with this, the mask and the glasses and the hat, is you can't tell how old I am, which is great. But it's obviously been an interesting year, and there's many sides of it that haven't been great, but there are. I always try and look at the positives and try and find positives in all scenarios. So this is given, personally, it's time to train differently. Spend more time on other things that perhaps I wouldn't have had time in my life. And what I am really grateful, though, is to be back racing, because this is at the core of who I am. This is what I love doing. But we were also in a mix of a time where we're fighting together with so many people around the world for equal rights for all human beings, because we're all the same. So it's a really powerful. Who would have thought 2020 would be this devastating, but then also this impactful. We're out today as a team to try and continue on the on this race for perfection that we're constantly facing every year. We're always trying to push the barrier, and it's great to see Mercedes constantly raising the bar.
Definitely raised the bar. Have you been surprised by your pace advantage over the rest of the field?
Yeah, I mean, people would say they're not surprised, but for us, of course, we go to testing and we go along our own program. There are people that do different fuel loads, so it's always very, very difficult to nitpick who exactly is where, just how quick we all are. But we knew that we had a good car, and we'd managed to improve it on some plans. But of course, we didn't know how close it would be, or whether or not we would have this gap. And it obviously is incredible to see the gap that we have with a half a second. It's really down to this incredible group of people behind us, back at the factory, who won't take no for an answer, and really are on that thinking process of just always wanting to push the boundaries, push the limits. You know, we've created DAS, for example, this year, which is, again, thinking out of the box. And that's something we are great as a team, and that's why we are the #1 team, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
But is there still a sense of relief on a Saturday evening like last night, when you've gone and locked out the front row for the first time since Silverstone last year? Everything we saw in testing has actually translated into reality.
I mean, I can't speak for the other guys, but for me, I don't look at it like that. I think about, okay, how could we have been quicker? And I'm pretty sure that's how we all think within the team. They can be proud of the fact that we have that gap, but that gap can be quickly eaten up if we don't stay on it, stay focused. So we just never look up and take a breather. We just keep going, keep our heads down, no matter what that gap is. It could, the other guys could be working on, their own special device or their next upgrade, and it could easily change during this time. And it isn't a given. Just because we got that pace doesn't mean you still have races to finish. It's hotter than ever today, so there's still massive demands on the driver, but particularly the car, and on the team in terms of their process and strategy and all those kind of things. So the job's not done. So there is no relief within the team. We are still hugely focused. There is a lot of pressure continued put on by ourselves as a team wanting to win, but also with those other things that can penetrate our pretty strong shields.
Now, you obviously want to win as a team, but you want to win as Lewis Hamilton as well. What do you got to do to beat your teammate who's on pole?
That is a good question. This is a really strong track for this dude over here. This is, a place that he's been very, very strong in the last few years, and he did a fantastic job yesterday. In these conditions, it's very, very hard. It's not the most exciting track in the sense of, it is a track we always do a one-stop strategy, which is probably less exciting for fans. There's not that many opportunities. Even though we have these long straights, it's not easy to follow, so then even to be in the DRS zone is not easy. So it's going to be a very, very tough race. There will be probably only two real opportunities, possibly three, but that create an opportunity for you to try and attack, and it's not that easy to get by a Finn. So, but I'll be doing my best, and the ultimate